Hi, I'm Major Boondoggle from the Major Boondoggle Report on WKUF 94.3. Today we're doing a television show just for the heck of it. And in studio here is my buddy Dave, who has a huge plethora of a background for everything from photography to driving truck. Dave, can you give us a little bit about your background here, your bio?
Oh, good Lord. I've just done just about everything. Right now, I'm in Oakland University. I'm going to be graduating with a journalism degree, bachelor's in journalism,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the year. I say that at the end of the year because I've been going there since '09. I didn't start at Oakland. I actually went to Mott, graduated there. I actually got my associates. And then I transitioned down to Oakland. And now I'll be finishing within a year. But it's been 6 years now, and I'm ready to be done.
Ready. Man, I don't know. And when you get out, you're going to be working for a major paper, or are you going to go to a television news media, you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I was talking to one of my professors about that. In fact, the she asked me what did I want to do. I told her straight up, I don't care. I just want my degree, and I want to be done. And she just had to pause for a second, look at me, and said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes, I am. I just want to be done." And she said, "Okay, this is what you have to do."
So now you've driven truck. We met at Sunrise a long time ago, way back in the day. God, I don't know, back in
Well,
I don't even know what year we met. We met years ago,
yeah, forever ago. Yeah.
right? Did you ever think you were going to be a reporter back then?
Good Lord, no.
What,
Back then, I was just doing work to make money.
what was your first
Yeah.
hit? You were going into college. What were you originally going to do when you started your school?
I got out of trucking, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm still really good at mathematics. How about I look into engineering? And I ended up looking at all the different options that were available, and I thought, you know what? Electrical engineering. They make a boatload of money, and the mathematics really aren't as hard as you think.
Hmm.
So,
Well, everybody's got calculators nowadays. So
yeah, I
you have
wish
a
I could do it.
calculator, you can
Good Lord.
do whatever you want.
Good Lord, try to get through diffy Qs with a calculator. Yeah, that's great. That's useless.
Yeah. Well, it could be better than an abacus.
Yeah, no.
Or some T math there, and a
I
little
got
drawing and
10 fingers, 10
type.
toes.
I don't know. So, and then you play music. When was the last time you played any music?
A month or so ago, honestly.
Okay.
I still pick up my horn on occasion, but it's mostly a hobby now. Back in the day, and I
Yeah.
say back in the day, back when I was a teenager and into my early 20s, I was doing it semi-professionally. I was part of
Right.
the Drum Bugle Corps, the Cavaliers Drum Bugle Corps out of Rosemont, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, you also drove because you had the CDL too, didn't you?
yeah. At the end of me driving, I was on staff with the Rosemont Cavaliers and helping them take them from city to city.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It was.
Did you get a little time off to go wander around these cities when you were in?
You technically do sometimes,
Yeah.
but it's a music group. It's a traveling music group where you're at a stadium rehearsing. That night you're performing.
Hmm.
That night after the performance, you're piling into the buses.
Mhm.
What did we have? 5 buses, 2 semi trucks, a few chase vehicles on top of that. So an entire convoy of people going down the road. But we would, after the performance, we would all pile in, travel to the next stadium, 300-400 miles away depending,
Mhm.
and set up for the night.
So you really, you didn't have any time to mess around because you're
You were
too
trying to get
busy.
sleep.
Yeah, you're just too busy working to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to do an over the road job, but I'd try to get out and see the sights, and you just can't do that.
Well, if you can see in the dark, you can see all the sights you want to see. So.
I don't know. Did you guys have any catastrophic failures of equipment on your way down? Engines blowing on buses or
Yeah.
anything?
The 3 years that I worked with them, every single summer. It happens. That's a tradition in drum corps.
Yeah.
All the corps, they have to deal with equipment failure every time. Doesn't matter if you're the richest corps or the poorest corps.
So like you run into a truck failure, or I mean,
Across the board, truck failure, the buses would fail, the
Sitting
chase
on-
vehicles would fail.
sitting on the side of the expressway for a few hours waiting for somebody to show up.
Good Lord. One time we were in Cleveland area on the through pass there, whatever you call it, Superway. The giant speed trap for Michiganders. That's what I call it.
Right.
But one of the buses broke down, so we had to wait for a mechanic to show up. We emptied all the guys off of this bus, put them on other buses, or spreading them out through there, and we're sitting there waiting, and waiting, and waiting.
How many hours?
It ended up 7 hours, I think.
Oh my.
7 hours from when we stopped and when we finally got on the road.
What went wrong with the bus?
Yes.
Oh,
There were a
if it
plethora
could,
of things.
if
I
it could
think
fail, it'd
the
fail.
tire ended up failing.
Mm.
We had a heating issue. I just started overheating, pure and simple.
Well,
But the funny part,
yeah.
we're sitting there, like I said, Cleveland area. This mechanic shows up, and he sees on the side of the bus Cavaliers, and he's just shaking, wondering if like LeBron James is in the bus with him at the time. We're like, we're just going with it because he's like trying to give us a deal and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So what is the? I don't know what the Cavaliers are. Does somebody own this? Is this a college thing?
No, Cavaliers Drum and Bugle Corps is a youth organization. Originally in 1948, it was a Boy Scout troop.
Oh,
No, Don Williams or Don Williams,
uh,
the owner Don Warren.
Don
Good
Warren.
Lord, I
Is
mean,
it? Is that who it is?
Yeah, it is.
Don
It's
Warren?
Don Warren. Seriously, how could it be a brain fart? That was belted into my head for the last 20 years now.
Oh, it's a
But
historical moment.
Exactly. Wow. But Don Warren started the Cavaliers with the Boy Scout troop that he was in charge of,
Right.
and it ultimately grew into a world championship corps. Where you
Oh.
would compete every season. You ended up getting Thanksgiving time right around there. You try out for the corps.
Hmm.
It's a private organization outside of a school or affiliated with anything like that. The Rosemont part is the city that it's from, and they
Okay.
are one of the major sponsors for the group.
So do they like hold a bake sale or something to put you guys on the road? I mean, you have a truck breakdown or a large boss breakdown. That's thousands of dollars of incidents where you're not ready for that. You know, a tire's gonna be a few $100. Roadside service, engine failure could be, who knows? Engine failure could be thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Now the Cavaliers and some of the other major corps, they are corporations. They are corporations with multi-million-dollar budgets.
Huh.
So you talk, well, not even multi-million dollars, but you get the idea.
Right.
The idea, like I said, 5 full-size 53-passenger buses, 2 to 3 semi-trucks, and so on and so forth. They own them,
Wow.
or they rent them. And
Wow.
then you have 200 people on the road that you're having to feed and house. Now, mind you, the housing usually ends up being on a gym floor.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
Man, that's almost terrible.
And
You
it's
got-
actually,
you're
it's
going to
great
be on a
experience.
gym floor.
Yep.
You know, you guys are musicians and you're on a gym floor.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. I did photography and at least got put up in hotel rooms. Man.
But that's one person. 200 people.
Yeah, 200 people, gym floor,
Yeah.
pricing. Yeah, I'm sure the school's giving them the gym floor cheap.
Yeah.
But that's cots or air mattresses. I mean,
Air mattresses,
air
yeah.
mattresses. Oh man, just the mere logistics of what goes on. I mean, you have 200 people to feed, 200 people to deal with any kind of issue, health problems.
Full-time doctor on staff. The cook truck, literally the semi truck that we use for the food. Or
Right.
they use for the food. I'm not working for them anymore.
Yeah.
But it's an entire 53-foot trailer that's been converted into a kitchen.
Really.
In the off season, they rent it out to organizations that want to use it for feeding their staff. I think the most recent one is they went to, I don't know, some country singer. They rented it out for their entire staff for the concert.
I seen a bus going down the road one time. It was a, God, I don't remember the name of the country singer, but it was a country singer. It was like one like really beautiful RV followed by 5 semi trucks full of whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just kind of interesting. It's kind of nostalgic, you know. Hey, I'm on the expressway with somebody
Nice.
going down the road.
Yeah.
You know, don't we all?
Oh, yeah.
I love watching buses, convoys, military convoys going down the road. Your other thing, you're getting into photog work. When did you strike the interest in getting serious about photography?
Recently.
Just
Really
recently, in the
very
last
recently, yeah.
8 months, 6 months?
Let's see. Last September, I decided to take a class at Mott.
Okay.
And just took the class at Mott and thought this is actually kind of a really lazy way to get 4 credits. And I
Oh, it was
got
actual curriculum.
yeah, it's curriculum. Yeah.
Okay.
I ended up taking the class and really struck a chord.
Yeah.
Struck a chord with me, and I kept taking more and more pictures. After a while, I did my own research on top of what I needed for the class. Found out that I actually got into it. Transitioned back to Oakland University, and their paper there, I cold called him. I called the photo desk and said, "Hey, do you need another photographer?" And he said, "What do you got?"
Was he wearing the hat with the press card? And the
Yeah,
side of
right,
it?
yeah.
What do you got, kid? I've seen them all come my desk.
So I threw a few shots down, and it actually surprised him. So he put me on, and we've gone from there.
Right. Well, that sounds very interesting. We'll cut to a commercial break right now and be back after these messages ordered from our sponsor. Okay. Now, when we got loud there for a second, did that kill the audio?
Um,
Yeah.
All right. Are we still rolling tape?
yes.
Okay, that's good. How many minutes was that?
Um, Considering there were like 5 partial takes before that, I kind of lost track.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like that was.
About 10
17
minutes, yeah.
minutes, so it's
That sounds
probably
about 10
roughly
minutes,
a
yeah.
10-minute long single take at the end.
Want to
All
take a look
right.
see at it?
Should I
Huh?
stop
Want
it?
to take a look at it?
Yeah,